Hey, what's up guys, Forte, and today I will be doing a tutorial on the color correction in After Effects. In this tutorial I'm going to be using a high-rise clip, the one I edited. It's one of my friends. I edited it for him. Excuse me. And so yeah, high-res clip. But obviously all the maps and all the Call of Duties, they all have their own different kind of lighting. This is just like how I do my color corrections, but then I play with it depending on the map, you know what I mean? Which you should, because that's pretty simple. So yeah, I'll start out with getting the clip. This is not the clip, it is actually I don't know where it is. Hold on. I need to get a glass of water. I might pass out. Or not. I don't know. Alright, there's my clip. Or the clip. His clip. Alright, so I'm going to drag that in. Project. And drag it in. Wow, didn't even open. Oh, it's lagging. I feel like every time I do a tutorial or something on this, I lag. I don't know what just happened, but I'm gonna do this again anyways. I'll be right back. Okay, anyways, got a drink of water and feeling a lot better. Okay, so you get your clip. I'm gonna drag it into here where it says make new composition. And whoever rendered this was a little bit, I don't know, not knowing what he was doing, I guess. So this isn't at 720p, so I go to composition settings, and I'm gonna set this to 1280 by 720. Now that's gonna break it or make it into YouTube 720p. Well, just 720p all around. And then I'm just gonna shrink it down. It might get warped a little bit, but like in the edit I did, it didn't really make a difference. So shrinking it down, still, there we go, okay, almost there. I'm not going to do anything about it's just the color correction and the blur on the outside and stuff. So I'm going to fit this to screen. I'm going to put to full quality, which I usually don't do because my computer sucks and I lag, but you know, it's whatever. So you're going to want to go somewhere in the clip where you have pretty much everything. It's not like the gun's weird or anything. And you're gonna want to go to layer, new, adjustment layer. What this does is it doesn't mess with your clip. Instead, it messes with everything under it, if that makes sense. So like if I add curves to this, it'll add curves to this. So basically the same thing, but you can turn it on and off and it doesn't really affect it. So to start off, I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna add 2 adjustment layers actually. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Control D is a duplicate, and I'm going to start with the bottom one. I'm going to go to Effect. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm going to go to this rectangle tool, go to the ellipses tool, double click it, and you'll get this, and you're going to want to click on the corner and just like bring it a little bit in. You don't have to do this. This is all up to you. This is the blur part of it. So yeah, you just bring it in a little bit. And you're going to want to go put this menu down, feather. I want to set it to something pretty high. I would say between 200 and, I don't know, 500. I'll put it at 300. You know, search in here, just go to Gaussian blur and drag it right onto the adjustment layer that you just did that on. And blurriness, you're going to set this to maybe 15. Oh, yeah, okay. First it'll be in the center. What you're going to want to do, go from here where it says mask, you're going to go to, instead of add, put subtract, and that's what it does. It puts it on the outside, so that way it's blurred on the outside and then the inside's focused. It kind of gives you a focus onto what you are looking at. Now onto the color correction. You go to Effect, Color Correction, and you go to Curves. I find Curves gives you the most control on what you want. And usually, generally, I just make a little S kind of, but like a very Very little changes. So you're going to want to bring it down here, and you'll notice it kind of darkened the oh, my layer's not on. And there you go. See, it darkens it, and it brings the blacks out a little bit. And then you're going to want to go up to here and then put it up a little bit, so it kind of brings out the whites. So as you can see, it's already starting to look a little more artsy, I guess. See, before, shake it, after, it's a little bit pale, and this one kind of gives it some color and some, you know, darkness. Then you're going to want to click this, go to reds, kind of do the same thing. Again, you can play with this depending on, like, I don't know, if you want it to have a certain kind of color. I guess for this color, high rise, I find more of an orangey yellowish color, so I might put the reds up a little bit and give it a little orangey color. Alright, so far it's looking alright. I'm going to go to my reds, maybe put it up a little bit instead, or that looks alright. Again, this is all playing with it. Don't copy everything exactly, because again, like I said, depending on the map, everything's not going to look the same. Like, you can't have the same color correction for favela, for example, because favela is more of a green map, I guess. And so there you go, like after, and then take it off, before, after, and you'll notice it kind of brings the darkens every area, makes the colors more like, you know, I don't know, you understand, makes it more montage-y, I guess you could say. Next, what I did was I went into here, searched, and I searched selective color, and that's not how you spell selective color, and then you drag that onto the adjustment layer. And I really didn't know what I was doing with this, so instead what I did was I just boosted all these colors to 100%, and I'll show you that I think it makes it look pretty nice. And there you go. See, before or after. Before, it kind of like darkens areas a little bit, makes a little bit more of the shadows. And then there's more control if you go to details. I'm not going to really mess with this. Maybe turn up the yellows a little bit. Probably that's looking kind of gross, actually. If I turned up the reds also. Oh, that was the reds. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. Okay. Maybe I just turn everything up. Again, this is all what you want to play with, so don't be doing everything I do, you know. 100. Let's put everything in 100, except for black, because that probably was gonna stir stuff up. Let's go with. You know what? That was probably not a good idea. Hold on, I have a better idea. Undo that. Selected color. I'm gonna do the same thing. I didn't do that last time, so let's go. I'm just gonna boost everything to 100, and that's what I did. And then, actually, you know what? That looks kind of good right there, huh? Before or after, before, kind of darken the walls and the reds a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, yeah. And then maybe the black to around 50. And yeah, that looks really good, I think. Yeah, it's alright. So next, this is a plugin. This one's more of an optional thing. You could either use Mojo Looks. I haven't really perfected Mojo Looks yet, so I'll use Mojo. It's a lot easier, and it kind of gives it this weird bluish color. So I'm going to turn down the Mojo, and instead I'm going to just warm it, make it a more of a reddy color. Let me turn down the tint, and it's all playing with it really, but these are just like what I use generally. Let's see. And that looks alright, I think. Alright, so again, before, after. So it gives more of a warm color, more of a warm feel. This is Trap Code Mojo. For those of you, it's not a free plugin. I'm not going to tell you how to get it for free, but I will say YouTube is your friend. And I'm sure you guys will get that. So, yeah. So far it looks pretty nice. I'm gonna go try to do looks really quick. Let's see how long. Oh, 10 minutes. Oh man, I got about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna open looks up. I don't think I'm gonna be doing too well with this. I'll work on how to use this later if I ever actually start real editing. But that's it. You know, I'm not even gonna bother with looks. It's taking too long. So I'm gonna delete that. Lastly, what I did was you go to Echo, and then just hit Echo and drag it on. And what this does is it brightens it up. You should see it brightens it. But what I did was I turned down the number of echoes to 0 and time second 0. So that way there's actually no echo, but instead it just messes with the color. See, if I didn't hit, say if I put this to 1 or something, what it does is it, exactly what it says, it kind of like overlays it. So look at the time, or like it puts it twice. So I just put it to 0, and then to play with it, what you do is you go to decay, and or intensity, you can put maybe 5 or 0.5 maybe. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't mess with the intensity. Put that to 0. Put the decay to 0.5, and it kind of darkens it, but it still has areas brightened and stuff. So I'm going to go with like 0.25 again, depending on the map. It's going to be different. And there you have that. So after, before, after, brightens it up a little bit. And overall it looks pretty nice. I guess that's it. There's not much else to it. It's really just playing with it. Trying to see if I could put anything else on here. Adjustment layer, and remember before, and then after the color correction. Notice it looks a lot nicer, I would say. Personal opinion. But you can also go to levels, or where's the levels? Levels, and then what this does, this also brings up the blacks and the whites. Just drag this, and you'll have all the whites will stick out a little bit more. And then if you drag this, try to put it to like one of the taller things. Levels is another good way to get a nice color contrast and stuff. Maybe turn on the blacks a little bit. No, I don't like that actually. You want your blacks black and your whites white. So that's what that is. So again, levels, before, and then it kind of just brightens it up a little bit and then brings up more of the whites. And that's about it, I guess, really. Pretty much done with my time, so play with the colors depending on the map, play with the curves, play with all these 5. I mean, then again, if you don't have this one, it still looks decent, I guess. It just doesn't have as much of an orangey warm feeling, because like if you don't have Mojo, then this will be the change. It'll go from this to this, which is still pretty nice, but then with Mojo, I think it looks a lot better. And that's it. So if you have any questions, post in the comment box. If this helped you, please like the video, favorite it, or whatever. Subscribe if you're not, please, and thanks for watching.